All right, we in there.
Alrighty then. What is up, everyone? Hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday, the 19th, as we are getting close to the holiday breaks and everything, and get to enjoy Happy New Year. Um, so uh, yeah. Well, how's your week been?
It's been good, bro. It's been real good, real smooth. Um, can't complain. This is a great time overall. I've been all right. How about you?
Uh, man, it's been good. It's been good. Just getting into fantasy mode in my other. Unfortunately, I am out of the playoffs in this league, but my other league, I am in the playoffs. So that's been keeping me pretty busy and still concentrated in fantasy stuff and news. Because right now, I'm trying to not overthink it. I
Yeah.
am first. I'm ranked first in my league. And I just
Ooh.
need. All right, I just need to trust the team I put out there. I set the lineup on Wednesday morning, and I am not looking at it till uh Sunday. Yeah, because I'm
All
set.
right. That's
You
what's
know,
up.
my team's set.
That's what's up, bro.
All right,
Um,
so let's go ahead and talk about our league.
let's get it.
Um, uh, I mean, we were luckily we kind of got talked about it already. Because we're in this different type of playoff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so Miles needs to overcome somehow a 55 point uh you know
Deficit. Yep.
yeah, there we go, deficit. So I don't know. It'd be interesting if he can put it off. I'll tell you what, one hell of a comeback. I don't know if there's anything you want to say about that game.
Um, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, he's down what 55 points. Like, I don't think it's gonna get done. Lincoln has been crushing the league all season. He's 11-3. He's been doing it. He's been doing his damn due diligence. He's not getting caught. He's not. Sorry, Mouse, but yeah,
Yeah,
half his team will have to get injured for it to happen. So more than
yeah.
half probably. But yeah, he's not getting caught. Nope.
All right, let's go to the second. He'll come in second. uh Cody versus Evan. Now this is a closer game, so this is the more interesting to watch right now. Um, yeah.
The
What
good guys versus pain.
who you got in
Um,
this one?
this is interesting, man. Um, I think I'm gonna go Cody again, bro. He,
Okay.
trying to think, cause what's the okay? Cause it's 129 and 114. This is a tough one. He got Ping had Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley and Jamar Chase, just like my cousin. Wow. Um,
But just like him, well, yeah.
damn.
What the
It he's
hell
a
did that
15
happen?
point lead. I'm gonna go Cody, but I'm gonna say Evan makes it close. I'm gonna say Evan makes it close. I'm gonna say Evan loses by less than 5 points. Like it's gonna come down to like one of those late night games. Um, yeah, it's gonna come down to one of them late night games for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is all right. Who do you think? You said the late night games. Do
Hmm.
you think there's gonna be a difference maker, or is it like if Josh Allen, Saquon Barkley, and Jamar Chase all rack
Um,
up amazing? What you got a player that would be like in a difference maker?
well, actually, neither of these guys have any players playing past 4:30 this Sunday, so it's actually not
Mm.
going to come to the late night game. I mean, his kicker, Cody's kicker, and uh, Evans' kicker both play at 8:15. So it may come down to the kickers. Honestly, it may come down to Jake Elliott.
Evans, Kate? Evan? No. Yes, Jake Elliott.
Yeah,
Sunday at
Jake
12.
Elliott. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm looking at his defense. His defense
Brandon
uh
Aubrey.
plays tonight. His defense plays tonight.
Okay.
Um, but Brandon Aubrey plays Sunday night, and he
Yeah.
has a Broncos defense, so it may come down. It may come down to Brandon Aubrey. It'll probably around be look like tied before Brandon Aubrey plays Sunday night.
Oh
It's
wow.
looking like, or
Okay.
Cody may have like it's going to be a close game. Cody's not going to win by more than 5 points, in my opinion. But that's
Mm.
neither here nor there.
Okay. I would pretty much agree with you. I yeah, I could see that happening. It would be a great ending. Um, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I kind of want Cody to lose though. He talks the most shit out of everybody. So
so if
I
he
would like to.
wins, he's gonna be the most annoying one about it.
Yeah, I mean, out of everybody, he's definitely the one that's most annoying, right? Like
Yeah,
he got to
yeah.
be. He talks the most shit. Like Lincoln doesn't really, even though he's in first, he's been in first all season. He doesn't really talk shit. Like he knows he's good though. You know what I'm saying? Like he's confident. It's a difference between confident and being just talking
He
shit. Like
is really smart.
Cody just be talking shit. Like I remember I played him and I beat him, and he was talking about he was gonna be my daddy and all this other shit. Like he changed his name and shit. Remember that shit? Like,
Yeah.
nah, bro, you gonna lose. You losing, bro. I hope he loses, but I don't think he loses though. To be honest.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see if your wish comes true. Um, you want to talk about your matchup? I mean, you're in this one. You're destroying too.
Yeah, I'm crushing on this one, man. I think I'll blow him out again this week. Um, yeah, it's just too big of a lead. Like it's just too large of a league, unfortunately, and I just don't see Max recovering. And he has
Mhm.
Alvin Kamara in who's a D right now. Um, Tony Pollard's questionable. AJ Brown's going to play. I don't know why they have him as questionable. He's going to play. And then he has this kicker, Young Ho Koo on IR. So it looks like he's not even checking him right now. So he's not even locked
Mm,
in. It's over
mm.
with. It's done for,
Damn.
son.
Ring the dinner bell.
You're done, son. You're done. Yep.
uh, all right. Let's go to Rob versus Blake.
Rob is not trying to get last, bro. But
Man,
he's
this is the
projected.
battle for last place.
Yeah, this is the battle for last place. But he has like a 32-point lead right now. So it's not
Okay.
looking good for Blake. But I've seen worse. I remember last season, bro. I thought in my other league, I had thought it was a 1 week thing, and I thought I was in the championship, and I had won by like 20. And then the second week, I played the same person. My people just didn't show up. I was ready to collect the money for second place and all this other shit, and because I was thought I was in the championship game, I thought I was going to be able to at least collect the money for second place. But nah, I didn't even make it, and they only first and second place get paid. So I was hurt. I was hurt, but I had like a 20 point something lead. But I ended up losing. But we'll see. It'll be hilarious if Rob gets last. I'll tell you that.
For
I'll
sure, for sure.
do that. It'll be funny.
And then it's me versus Jay Sean.
You were this is a close one. This is a close
I
one.
know. Yeah, it's close. I'm not
David
happy that
Montgomery's out. Oh, David
yeah.
Montgomery's out, and I just picked up A Madison too. He probably needed that running
Okay.
back. Damn, I picked up Alexander Madison. Yeah, I'm taking you.
Yeah.
I'm taking you for sure.
I bet same. I mean, I am thinking about taking out Hill for Addison.
Hmm.
That might be a move. Um, so we're gonna keep an eye on how I feel on Sunday about that one. All right, let's go ahead and let's get into the games.
Yes,
Get into
sir.
this week's games. All right, first game is the one that's gonna be on tonight. Broncos versus the Chargers.
I'm
What we
taking the Chargers. I'm taking the Chargers, and this is why. Bo Nix is good, man. Bo Nix is good, but this is a division game. They're fighting for the sixth and seventh seed right now. Chargers win,
Mhm,
they move back up to the sixth seed. Broncos fall to the seventh seed. Um,
mhm,
so this is kind of a really important game here. Chargers defense isn't bad at all. Broncos have the much better defense, I will say that. But I just think
yeah.
Justin Herbert is going to outplay Bo Nix overall. He's the
Mm,
more veteran
okay.
player. I think Bo Nix makes a few mistakes. I think it's similar to like last week where he threw three picks. I think he makes more mistakes than Justin Herbert, and Justin Herbert wins. I think he wins. He wins tonight.
Ooh, okay. Justin Herbert's gonna win it out. Does the fact that J.K. Dobbins is not on the team impact your decision at all?
No, no. Who's their start? I don't even know who their starting running back is. I just think Justin Herbert is going to outplay Bo Nix, and both defenses are pretty
Okay,
good. I just think he's going to outplay him.
for sure. Okay. No, I agree with that. Most part. I don't know. I don't know if I'll say Bo Nix would make more mistakes, but or I mean, it could be, yeah, the passes don't connect.
I
And
mean,
that's what it
outside
would
of
be.
Cortland, like in these type of games, like he doesn't have anybody but Cortland Sutton. Um, they're gonna force Bo Nix to be the offense. That's what I expect the Chargers to do. They're gonna force him to pass. They don't really have a running game. They have a really good O line, but I think they're going to play a lot of man coverage, in my opinion. Or they should. I think they should play man coverage instead of zone. I don't know if they've been playing zone or man coverage in this defense, Chargers defense for most of the year, but I think they should play a lot of man coverage and blitz the hell out of him,
Okay.
in my opinion. Are they going to do that? Do they have the personnel to do that? I don't know, but I just think I feel it. I feel like he makes more. He's going to make more mistakes, and I feel like it's going to be a close game. I feel like that Broncos defense is going to keep him in the game. But I feel like down the stretch, he's going to make more mistakes, and that doesn't have to be picks. That could be um, off-target passes. That could be when he's trying to do too much back there. Instead of throwing the ball away, he takes a sack, takes him out of field goal range, stuff like that. Pretty much.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on to the next game. Texans versus the Chiefs.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a really good. Oh, it's a lot of good
Yep.
games this week. Commanders, Eagles, Ravens, Steelers, Lions, Lions, Bears. Is good.
Yeah.
But Texas Chiefs is a good game, man. Who? Damn, Patrick Mahomes is banged up. I'm gonna say Chiefs. I'm gonna say Chiefs. Texans already
Hmm.
secured. They already secured their division. Um,
Okay.
at this point, what are they playing for? Or what are they
All right.
fighting for at least? Um,
I mean, maybe a higher seating, right? Or no?
yeah, maybe a
In
higher
the
seeding, but they're not getting the
is there
one
even,
seed. They're not going to get the. They're not
oh,
going to get
okay.
a bye week. So the highest they could possibly, and they're not probably getting the second seed because you got the Chiefs and the Bills. They're not getting. They're not taking over the Bills spot. So I mean, the highest seed they can go is probably up one. So if the Texans were smart, I would prepare my team for playoffs. Like the best they can do at this point is move up from the fourth seed to the third seed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I gotta look at the standings. I want to look at the standings because I want to see. It depends on who they're
Oh,
playing. You know,
while you looking that up, I'm gonna tell you mine. I'm gonna go with the Texans. I don't know why just watching the Texans this year. They seem that they've had a great way to kind of rush the passer, right?
Mhm.
Like they know how to put pressure. They got two ends, right? Players.
That defense
I
is
know Will
nice.
Anderson is one. Forgive me for not remembering the other one, but they got two good really side pass rushers. Singletary. hey, lockdown, Tyreek Hill. I don't know if you've seen some of the memes and stuff, but here we've had
Yeah,
some memes, and so I think that this might be one of those. And as you were saying, what do the Texans have to prove? I would maybe agree with that with the rest of the games, but this is one game I would not rest my players.
I got you, and I actually agree with that. Looking at the playoff standings, I changed my mind. I think the Texans will win because they do have a lot to prove. They right now they're in the fourth seed. They can if they win and Pittsburgh loses to Baltimore, they will be tied with Pittsburgh, and it could possibly move to that third seed. But right now, they're set to play the Ravens. Remember last year
Yeah,
they got blown out by the Ravens. If I'm on that team and I'm looking as like one of the staff members or the GM, I'm thinking to myself, I would rather not play the Ravens in the first round. Honestly, I would rather play the Denver Broncos and a rookie QB or the Los Angeles Chargers. So I guess this game does have a lot to prove. I mean, not a lot to prove, but it does mean something for them. And I think
yeah. Also, keep in mind this game is on Saturday. This is a Saturday game.
ooh, and the Chiefs have a
Yeah.
2.2 game lead over the Bills, so they really and Mahomes is injured. They might play it safe. So who knows?
Yeah. Well, no, they're gonna play Mahomes.
Yeah, they're going to play
I got.
Mahomes, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and he's gonna do everything he can. But yeah, this would be a game that's probably going to take a lot out of him.
yeah.
I think they need to win this game to secure first place. I don't know. I forgot if you said that, but
No, I
um,
agree.
that
I definitely agree.
so that's something that's going to give them the reason to want to play hard. And since you was talking about this game already, Steelers versus Ravens, who do you think is going to
Um,
win that one?
Ravens, Ravens. I think Ravens would win overall. I think Lamar has a lot to prove against the Steelers. See, Jalen really doesn't play well against the Steelers. Like this is a game where he has to prove like, okay, um, I can beat the Steelers. So I think he's going to be playing extra like try hardy. You know, I think that's going to be my.
Yeah.
Not to say that the Steelers going to play hard; they're going to play hard too. But I think I just can't see this Ravens team losing twice to the Steelers this year. Um, I feel like they're
Who
just going to
won
win
between the first time they faced each other?
the Steelers. And the Ravens are favored by 6.5 points, and the Steelers have a better record. So I don't know why they're favored by 6.5 points, but they are. So hey,
Wow.
that's crazy. That's a big spread too. But it
Yeah.
is it is in Baltimore. It's at the bank, so not
Okay.
gonna lie.
Okay. I mean yeah, that definitely has a impact. And this is one of those games that I remember we talked about it leading up to it. This is one of those defensive games,
Yeah,
right? Where the teams are gonna go out. I think that's why, and like each team had an interception, a forced fumble. To me, this is gonna be won by the defense. I think that's whoever's defense plays better, and it's a great like iron sharpens iron kind of match.
yeah,
Um, I will say Lamar, the offense is flowing with the Ravens. It's just interesting to see kind of who are they going to pick to be the standout, right?
yeah,
And everything obviously revolves around Amari Jackson. But it's just going to be interesting because he switches targets every week. He does things every week. I mean, and then his run. So it'd be interesting to see what happens there.
for
But for
sure.
that reason, I'm going to go with the Ravens as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you
Uh,
been real quick? Have you watched any of the Hard Knocks in season?
Low key, no, I have not.
Those are good, bro. Those are good. It goes in
Okay.
the AFC what North. Um,
hmm
the rivalries
I've
and
seen
shit with
clips, but I
Denver.
haven't watched a full episode.
Mike Tomlin, like I already knew he was a good coach, but like when you hear the other coaches talk, on the other teams, it's drastically different than how Mike Tomlin handles his team. He gets you ready to play, bro. Like he's just a really good coach. But let's keep on.
Yeah, I mean, oh, by the way, though, before we move on, has never won Coach of the Year.
For
Um,
real?
bro, This is a travesty, and I don't know how the. And trust me,
You know
I hate.
what?
You know how much I despise the Steelers. You know it.
Yeah,
So the fact that I know that and I'm upset about it.
I think I know why. They're for the most part, they haven't had a losing season, but they haven't had like a crazy win season either. They're always kind of been like at the top of the middle of the pack, if you know what I mean. Not the middle of the pack, like around 14, 15, but like around 9, 10 range.
Yeah.
Except that one season where they started 11-0, and then they had that epic collapse at the end. I feel like that would have been the one season he would have won Coach of the Year without that epic collapse. But um, yeah, that's kind of crazy. He hasn't. I mean, he only has one Super Bowl, but even that season they
Yeah.
didn't have the best record. But it is crazy because Mike Tomlin, he's probably in my eyes, he's gonna go down in the Hall of Fame. He's just a really good coach. I don't like
For
the way
sure.
he
No,
the way
he's
he talks to
incredible.
his players, bro. The way he gets them
Yeah.
riled up. Like it was, I talked to you about that one episode I saw. He was speaking into his linebacker's ear all week. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. He hasn't done it all season. He hasn't gotten a sack all season. What does
Yeah.
he do? Comes out and gets a sack at a crucial point in the game. Like he literally be willing his players to play well. They don't even like you don't even expect them to play with like they're not some of his players aren't even like these world renowned like great players for per se, but he gets the most out of his players if that makes sense every season. So
Yeah. I mean, that's just he's just such a good coach. Such a good coach. That's why when there was talk and rumors last year
mm,
about him being fired or that
yeah,
anyone I was like, yo, whoever would say that needs to just be exiled. All right?
hmm.
Like, because you just don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Like, you just don't know. But anyways, let's move on to Patriots versus the Bills.
Patriots versus the Bills. Taking the Bills, man. Damn, that's a 14-point spread.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense actually.
I'm gonna go with the
um,
Pats because I mean, freaking
uh,
Drake May, bro.
if Drake
Josh Allen's
May
not gonna be able to
outplays
hit him,
if Drake May outplays Josh Allen, bro, is
right?
Josh Allen
This is who
is
he
he still
says
the
that he he's like,
okay? Look. If Drake May outplays Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson goes crazy against the Steelers, does that MVP gap close a little bit? Because right now Josh Allen is favored to win MVP. I think he's plus 600, and Lamar
yeah.
Jackson is like minus 600, some shit like that.
I think Josh Allen's gonna win regardless of what Lamar Jackson does for the rest of the season.
Even if Josh Allen plays terrible the rest of the season.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lamar Jackson has won it twice.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of talk of how good he has been. The reason why there hasn't been a lot of talk is because of his record. I think a lot of people are going to use that to justify do not vote for him when he should get more
Well,
consideration and they
but
vote for Josh Allen.
that's the crazy thing. This isn't. I don't think this is going to happen by any means. But the Bills are 11-3. The Ravens are 9-5. I don't think this is going to happen. I just want to hear your thought process on it. If the Bills
Okay.
lose their last three, they go 11-6, right? If the Ravens win
All
their
right.
last three, they go 12-5.
Mm,
What are we
mm,
like? What are we talking about at that point? Because then it's not about a record thing. So I will say this. I
yeah.
think Josh Allen wins it. I don't think he's winning it. I don't think he's losing his last three games. Josh Allen has more MVP moments this season. Even though Lamar is probably better in
Boom.
stat wise, Josh Allen has MVP moments, and that's what it's about when it comes to MVP. It's not like necessarily stats. It's about looking like the best player in the league, and Josh Allen has looked like the best player in the league. But I just think that's interesting. Like, what if that does happen? Because then what are we talking about at that point? I think it gets
Let
really
me,
close.
if I may, in a second. Once you're done, go ahead.
No, I'm good. Go ahead.
No, 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 no. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I was just saying. I think it just gets really close at that point. That's all I was gonna say.
Okay, okay. It's gonna be very. If that happens, yes, 100% would be really close. But the one thing I could see, and I'm just thinking, how do I preface this? Thinking in a way that maybe someone that wants to try to justify voting for Josh Allen, even though I would I like Lamar Jackson way more. I think he's just such an incredible talent, and he's done more. Like with the passing, he proved people wrong. That thing that you said about MVP moments,
Hmm.
that definitely stuck out to me. And but oh, the
Yeah.
justification I thought they would do is if that does happen, where Lamar Jackson's record is better, they might say, well, it's because he had Derrick Henry,
Hmm.
and they're gonna say that Josh Allen, who did he have? James Cook. Now, don't get me wrong, James Cook can
James
cook
Cook's a
at
dog.
times.
He's a dog, but he's not. Yeah, he's not Derrick Henry. He's definitely not Derrick Henry.
So I wonder if they would use that as an excuse to not vote, cast their vote. That's just me
Yeah,
thinking, them
yeah,
trying to justify it. That'd be
yeah,
the only other way. If not,
definitely,
it would be if that happens, Lamar Jackson.
definitely.
Let's move on to Giants versus the Falcons. Oh, wait, my bad. So you got the Bills, I'm assuming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I got the
My bad.
Bills. I got the Bills. I got the Bills.
Giants versus Falcons. Ooh.
Who I want to win? I
Oh,
want the Giants to win because if the Falcons lose, that means the Commanders are pretty much set for the playoffs. Um, but they're not going to lose to the Giants. Giants are bad. They're tanking right now. They need the top two picks so they can get a quarterback. But they don't have one, so they're definitely going to lose this game. Uh, yeah, by far. I think Michael Penix looks solid. Um, Probably like two touchdowns, 190 yards, 200 yards type shit. Maybe a turnover, but I think he's going to look really solid against a bad tanking team.
is this his first start, right? Like
It's his
first
first
starting
start.
game?
It's his first start, but he played. He came in at the end of one of them games earlier in the season. But yeah, this is definitely his first start.
Okay. Okay. I go with the Falcons. I think putting in a new quarterback might give them just like a morale boop and a bump enough to revitalize just at least for maybe a game.
Yeah,
Um, Lions versus Bears.
Lions like
Even though they got
they're.
what is it, 19 injuries.
I mean, their coach is a good coach. They've been overcoming injuries all season. That hasn't stopped them from winning games. They're just a good team. Like I don't now. Now I will say I think their Super Bowl chances have taken a hit since these injuries, but they're playing the Bears. The Bears are a defeated team. They're defeated from top to bottom. They just are defeated. If you ever
Is
listen to
Caleb Williams still starting?
yeah, he's still starting. He's not he hasn't been playing well, but if you listen to his press conferences, he sounds defeated. He doesn't even sound like he wants to be there. Like it just sounds sad. The whole organization just feels it's a really somber feeling when you listen to and look at the whole organization. So I can't. I'm not picking them no against no team honestly, unless it's like the Giants or the Raiders or some shit. But
Okay. Okay. Browns versus the Bengals.
I'm taking the Bengals. Hey man, look, Bengals can still make the playoff now. They can still make the playoff. Let's take a look.
Man,
Look, man, with that offense, just hear me out. They got the Browns, right? They got the Browns. They got the
okay.
Broncos. They could beat and they got the Steelers. If it comes down to the Steelers game for them to make the playoffs, they might make the playoff, man. They just might. So I'm definitely taking it. I'm definitely taking the Bengals this
What do
week.
they got? Do they got win out, or can they go two and
They
one?
they gotta win out. Plus, um, so they have to win out, and then hold on, I can check for you right now. They got to win out, and then so they got to win out, and uh, damn, the Chargers got to lose two of their last three, or the Broncos have to lose out, and the Colts, yeah, they got to win out, and then either the Broncos lose out or the Chargers lose the last two of their three, and
Mm,
they will be in the playoffs.
okay. I mean, I'll say this.
It's a lot
It's never
actually because
good.
the Colts have to lose one and the Miami Dolphins have to lose one as well. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
it,
It's a lot.
it's just it's never good when you have to rely on other teams to lose or fail.
Oh,
When
I
you
know
don't
that.
have the fate in your hands,
Oh, trust me.
it's very hard. Now it can still happen, but
I'm a Commanders
it's the
I'm used to. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I definitely
no.
understand.
Go
I'm
ahead.
used to every season when it gets to like week 12. I'm looking up. We're like 8, 5 and 9, or 4 and 8, and 5 and 7 and shit. We're like, hold on, wait, okay, we can make the playoffs if if we went out, and then if they lose and they lose, okay, maybe we like. I'm used to that shit, bro. I know that's never a good sign because usually you never make the playoffs in those predicaments. But I think they have a legit chance because of who's in front of them and um what type of offense they have, in my opinion. But we gonna see. We gonna see. We
Okay.
are going to see.
If Broncos win tonight, do you give them any more? Does that would that
The
make
Broncos.
Broncos versus Bengals game a little bit more? How do I say? Closer to maybe what you think? Because if you're saying it's a winnable, I mean that must mean that you think that they'll win, no doubt.
I don't think the Broncos is the hardest team. Well, the Steelers is the hardest team on their schedule, the last game. But the
Mm,
Broncos win
okay.
tonight. I think that'll say more about the Broncos than if the Bengals make the playoffs. I think the Bengals
Okay.
have a chance, but it's very unlikely.
All right. All right. Let's move on to the next game: Titans versus the Colts. By the way, I put them both down for the Bengals.
Okay.
Mhm.
Titans versus the Colts. Taking Colts, Titans bench Will Levis. I don't even know who they're starting this week. Um,
Yeah.
it's kind of about to get crazy for the Titans at this point, and they're not going to get in the top two picks anymore. They should have been tanking because I don't know why they were trying to win games, but Will Levis isn't it. I think we already kind of know that. We kind of talked about that already.
Yeah.
But um, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Colts win. Colts win in a low scoring game, 15 to like 13, shit like that.
What about Rams versus the Jets?
Taking the Rams. Rams are trying to make that playoff push. They're trying to win their division. They've been playing really good. Jets. See, this is the thing. I think it's going to be close, but you never know what you're going to get with the Jets, man. Week in and week out. Most
Oh,
weeks, they look like they're just not a team, but all that talent on that team, just you would think to yourself, like, they should be winning games. But I can't pick them. I just don't feel confident in picking them based off what I've seen. But they are talented. But overall, I'm going with the Rams.
okay. I'm gonna go with the Jets on this one. I'll go with the Jets.
Okay.
I'm I'm gonna go. I'm a think that I think they're gonna keep this momentum going. I'll take them.
Okay.
Uh, let's go Eagles versus the Commanders.
Come on, man. You know what I'm going. You know where we're going. I got the Commanders right here. Um, you know what this YouTube page is like. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm taking the Commanders.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Of course, and as you should, as you should.
Cardinals versus the Panthers.
I'm gonna go on a limb here, man. I'm gonna take the Panthers.
Oh,
I'm gonna take the Panthers, bro.
okay, okay.
I'm gonna take the Panthers, man. Yeah.
I'll go with the Cardinals. This one.
Hmm.
Um, Vikings versus the Seahawks.
Vikings for sure. Vikings.
Okay.
Vikings is a really good team, bro. They could still get the number one seed in the NFC.
All right, all right. Uh, I think I'm gonna go with. I like the Seahawks. Is Geno Smith playing?
Yeah, Geno Smith is healthy.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, he's expected to play. Okay. All right, then I'll go with the Seahawks on that one. I don't mind. All good. DK, I got DK Metcalf. Need him to do good. I'll be biased on that one. Um, uh, let's see. Hold
Is that
on. All right.
everybody?
Where were we? We're Jags versus the Raiders.
Jags, Raiders. The two bad teams.
This is an
Uh,
awful game. I don't know who's watching this.
oh my gosh, I would hate to have to watch this game.
Oh my gosh.
Uh, I don't even know, bro. I guess the Raiders, since they got Brock Bowers, but
Okay.
I don't even know, bro. This is a bad game, man.
The horror game. I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I like Raiders. Plus, other teams got Mac Jones, and I do not like Mac Jones. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me do this. 49ers versus the Dolphins. Both trying to make an identity for themselves.
I'm gonna go with the 49. Hmm. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. They're playing at home. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the
Okay.
Dolphins, man. Brock Purdy is having
Uh,
a not so good season.
I mean, when you have everyone getting injured, it's kind of hard. Um,
But
but
remember, at
yeah,
the beginning of the season, they were talking about like giving him like top tier money. Now, what is he gonna do? Are they gonna franchise tag him? Because if you're gonna get top tier money, you gotta like at least make the playoffs. Like if you're gonna be up
yeah.
there getting paid with the likes of the Josh Allen's and the Lamar Jacksons and stuff like that. He was talked about like that last year. So if you're gonna be making money like that, you gotta kind of do something with despite who gets injured on your team. I think this season showed that it wasn't his fault, but also he wasn't like one of the reasons they did well because they didn't do well. If that makes sense.
Mm. Okay, so this could have added to that narrative that it's more of
Yeah,
the system and not
it's more of the
necessarily him.
system. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
And
okay.
he still had
Picking
some
that
type
up.
of weapons. Like he still had George Kittle for most of the season, and he still has
Yeah.
Debo Samuel. So it's not like he didn't have any weapons. But
Yeah, well, but no, well, yeah, but Debo's been injured. Like everyone has been
hmm
injured at some point.
yeah, everyone.
No
Well, I mean,
question McCaffrey.
that's most NFL teams though. But their injuries have been. I would
Yeah.
admit that their injuries have been crazy.
Jordan Madison, the Mason, the guy that took over, that was doing pretty good, which I think he might be someone that teams might try to target. I don't know. Uh,
Yeah,
all right, let's move on. Bucks versus the Cowboys. Oh, by the way, I would go with Dolphins.
yeah, I'm going with
Well,
Dolphins too.
yeah.
I'm taking the Bucks, man.
Bucks versus
Bucks are
Cowboys.
good. The Bucks are good, bro. Bucks are good. Cowboys. I'm not confident in the Cowboys, even though the Cowboys are still a good team. Honestly, even without that, taking the Bucks, man.
Mm, mm.
The
Yeah,
Bucks have a chance to
I'll go with
sweep.
Bucks. Bucks.
The Bucks have a chance to sweep the NFC East.
Ooh, okay. Well, let's see if they can do it. Be on
Yep,
to them. Um, Saints versus the Packers, the last game.
Packers, bro. I'm taking the Packers. It's the Packers. I will say
Yeah.
Saints defense is underrated,
Okay.
but I'm taking the Packers.
I bet. Okay. Is there any bold predictions you got?
My bold prediction was the Cardinals game. That was my bold prediction.
Okay.
That's
The
probably not a
the
real
one.
bold prediction though, is it?
I would say that's a bold prediction. Picking the Panthers at any point is a
Yeah,
bold prediction.
yeah. Okay. I got the. I'll take the Panthers. Take the Panthers.
But I mean, if there's another one you want to say, go for it.
No, I feel like I would have to search for it. I would have to search
Okay.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't. Is this the first time the Patriots are facing the Bills? Yeah.
You
Okay.
talking
Well, no,
about this
the
season?
Bills are about to find out. Drake May is about to go off for
Is this a
two
division
passing.
game?
Yeah, two passing
Oh,
touchdowns and two rushing.
okay, Drake May. Drake
Yeah,
May.
to show him that there's a new Josh Allen in town.
Yeah,
His name is Drake May.
no, I like Drake May, man. I like Drake May, man. Y'all about to get
Ooh, I like him. I like
yeah,
him.
y'all
And
about to
that's why
get
I'm so eager to get help around him. And then there I don't know if you saw this, but there was a thing, obviously rumors, who knows, but Pete Kern, who is one of the senior media people for the Patriots, said that Vrabel would be interested in coaching. So there's a lot of people that are kind of jumping on that, and it's a shame because, again, I don't think it's Joan Mayo's fault, and I don't like how we're blaming him or saying that's his fault. I mean,
yeah,
again, I don't know what people expected.
yeah. I think it's a lot that y'all are getting the Heisman Trophy winner. It's definitely a lot. He's going third, and y'all are picking
We
him
need
up
it.
for sure.
We we need it. All right, man. Well, hey, good luck on your fantasy. All right, I hope you win. And here we go. And I'll see
Yes,
you next
sir.
Tuesday.
All right, man. Peace
Peace.
out.